So we are on our way to go see the Bighorn Sheep in Georgetown, Colorado. So let's go take a look. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a minute of Colorado Martini. So the one thing about Colorado is they're known for their bighorn sheep, and you can see them all over the place. And we've gotten footage of them in northern Colorado, outside of Fort Collins. We catch pictures all the time in Rocky Mountain National Park. You can catch them quite a bit in Rocky Mountain National Park, especially in, what's the name of that lake that we always eat at, have lunch at? Oh my God.
On the spot like that. Why don't you do your damn research?
Right next to the entrance, there's a meadow.
Nigel Knowles here.
They like
I'm in the Rocky Mountain National Park, and we're here to spot the great elusive longhorn sheep.
Longhorn sheep.
Sounds good.
What the hell's a longhorn sheep?
Well, it's kind of like a bighorn, but they fucking let it go. You know? They're the hippies of the sheep world. Okay? They're like long hairs, but they're long horns.
Watch our Rocky Mountain National Park video. I'll say what the name of the meadow is that I can't think of. God, I'm getting old. I can't remember. I eat lunch there like all the time. Oh,
you know what's really funny? It's probably Elk Meadow or, you know, Ram Meadow.
It's probably Sheep Meadow. Sheep Lake. That's what it is. It's Sheep Lake.
Holy Sheep Lake, Batman.
Sheep Lake.
You sure about that?
Yeah, it's a positive. Sheep Lake. That's where you can see the rams up on the side of the rock there. There's usually an interpretive ranger there to help you. But you can see them all over the Rocky Mountains. But one of the best places to see them and being able to get really up and close is Georgetown, and especially the end of fall and the beginning of winter is a great time to see them.
You can even get fresh testicles.
Really?
Rocky Mountain oysters.
No, Rocky Mountain oysters are bull balls.
No, they're not. They're sheep balls.
No, they're bull balls.
No, they're not. You can get bull balls anywhere. When you're in the Rockies, you want sheep balls.
Yeah, well, we're in the land of cattle, Colorado.
Man, I don't know, man.
Rocky Mountain oysters are bull balls, not sheep balls. This isn't like Ireland. This is Colorado.
Why, laddie? Don't be making fun of me bloody heritage now.
We're there for a cow. Anyways.
What do you do with the sheep's balls?
Rocky Mountain National Park.
Just balls.
So there's a bunch right there.
Yeah, I see them now.
They're like up on the hill here. There's a whole bunch. So we just got off the freeway. This area right here is where we see them quite a bit. But we are making a sharp right the minute we get off of exit, I believe that was 238, and we are going up a dirt road that parallels I-70. We just saw a huge herd of them as we drove past, so we're gonna go take a look.
Slow down.
So there is the lake that's in Georgetown, and just up this road a little bit further is the herd. So as you can see, this road is very narrow and rocky. So I don't advise you coming back here with a car that doesn't have really good tires on it. And so obviously this is where they are, and there they are to our left. They're right up here on the hillside. So let's go take a look at them. So we're just sitting in the car right now, and you can see them right there. I mean, that's how close they are. Up, 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 up. And we got them butting heads on top of it. It's hard to hold the camera steady without a tripod. That's one thing I recommend. Bring a telephoto if you can for good pictures, and make sure that you bring a camera that zooms in really well, and a tripod because you're going to zoom in. Remember, if they start charging this way, we get behind the car. So we're at a distance from them, but we're right next to the car. So if they come charging towards us, we're behind the car.
I got my buck knife. We're good.
But we're just like, you can hear the freeway behind me. We're just literally off the freeway. I mean, we see these guys on the freeway all the time. But we got the harem to the right. These guys are fighting it out. And then the more mature male, which is the dominant one, is to their left. So used to just seeing the females. It's really neat to see the males. They're
usually on the right, definitely males.
Yeah, they usually aren't around except this time of year, and we got tons of pictures of females. Oh, there they go. Getting anxious again. So you always want to come up here to Georgetown at the end of fall, beginning of winter. It's November, the beginning of November right now. Their Bighorn Sheep Festival is next week. We decided to come up here a week early to avoid the crowds because of COVID. You know, for all I know, they might have canceled the festival. But it's a good time to come, and especially if you get a break of good weather. There is a storm rolling in right now, so we are here on a cloudy day, but we wanted to come up here before there was snow on the ground and that the temperature dipped. You are high altitude here, and so make sure you drink lots of water and that you bring clothes for all different kinds of weather. It will turn cold on you very quickly this time of year. So seriously, look how big these things are. I mean, look at that. These things are huge. And they're heavy. I mean, this thing is really, really heavy. I mean, look at me compared to this. This is really, really heavy. And they amaze me that they have 2 of these on their head and they're able to keep up their head. That means their neck muscles must be so big.
Man, their horns really get damaged.
Are you seeing that? Are you seeing damage in the telephoto?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go! Ah, I got it!
I may have even got a still on that.
Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. I've never gotten to see that. Oh, here comes the old one.
Where's that hit horn? One piece of meat.
Oh, it's on now.
Man, that was a really good hit, dude.
It's like, oh, I'm leaving. You guys are jerks. Can we come? You guys are jerks. I thought you were my friends. I'm starting to narrate like this, like I narrate my dog. Oh, this is so exciting.
Yeah, the one on the right's got a lot of horn damage.
Mr. Martini's looking at in the telephoto, and he's saying that they have a lot of horn damage. He's taking stills. I'm very curious on how much this weighs. I wish I had some kind of scale because this thing is huge. I mean, it really is. I just can't get over it. I mean, I would say, I don't know. I mean, I have backpacks that are lighter than this, and I have them packed with water, and I swear they're bigger. They're heavier. This is heavier than that. I could have 2 huge water bottles on my backpack, and this is heavier. I can't get over it. I mean, that's this one, and then this is the second one. So they're carrying both of these on the top of their heads. It amazes me. Do you hear that? I mean, that's how heavy it is. So I'm very curious on what this is all about. Was this from the banging of the heads together? Or do you think that is some kind of nutritional growth thing? I mean, look at these. I mean, I really want to know if that's from banging your head together. God, that must hurt. And look at this guy. Very interesting. It's really hard to hold up, especially that one. Oh, that one's definitely from a bang. I mean, look at the damage on that thing. This guy was really, that is definitely from banging your head together. Definitely. Oh, it's just like, it fascinates me. I think it's in focus, I can't tell. Yeah. Wait, I got him locking horns right now.
So I don't really understand their mating ritual. You got the all-day boys sausage party over here on the left. Then all the cute little chickadees are up there on the right. I mean, do they ever hook up, or do they just stand around and impress each other?
Yeah, it's like a junior high party dance, like a junior high dance. Oh God, his horns are really banged up, aren't they?
Yeah.
Dang it, look at that. Oh my goodness, his horns are just a mess. He's the dominant one, isn't he?
I don't know.
He's got a bunch of scratches.
Either
on
that or the
too.
one up on the right's an outcast.
This thing almost feels like a nail, like it's like a really tough nail. It almost feels like wood right there. Wow. I mean, that's some thick stuff. Behind me is Georgetown, which is an absolutely beautiful area, as you can see. There's the town itself. So you basically can just get right off the freeway and see them. And so if you go down to the end of the lake, down into this area, there is a viewing area that does have a telescope that you can put change in, so make sure you bring change. But you want to come out of Denver and just come up the I-70. So let's go take a look at this. So you can see they've got the telescopes that you can use in case you forget something. But the view here is spectacular. They call this the Georgetown Bighorn Sheep viewing area. Okay, I mean, look at this view. You can't beat that. And with the Bighorn Sheep right across the street. Oh. Well, it's accessible, as you can see. Has this nice ramp to get up onto it. And then you can look directly across the street. And so right now they're all wall right there. That's where I took all those pictures. And they have nice displays to explain what's going on here. It's just beautiful. This is one of my favorite places to come is Georgetown. So you wouldn't believe how many years we have been trying to track down bighorn sheep, and especially the males. One time when we were first looking to move here years and years ago, we were in this area that we knew there were bighorn sheep, and we drove all over the place. I mean, hours. Then we were told hours.
All over the place.
All over the place.
And then we gave up, and I had to pee. So I pulled over on the side of the road and almost got trampled to death by bighorn sheep.
It was so
Those
funny.
bastards.
We looked everywhere for them for hours and miles. Pull off on this dirt road, kind of secluded so he can pee, and boom, all of a sudden this herd comes down the hill. All of a sudden as he's peeing.
Yeah, we don't recommend you do this.
Oh my God, I laughed my ass
On your
off.
own. I'm a professional urinologist.
Road trip urinologist. Definitely make sure that you stop at the viewing area that they have next to the lake. Even if you get up close like we did across the street, because they have these just wonderful displays that talk all about why the sheep are here, what their mating habits are, just all the information, probably all the questions you ask when you're sitting there watching them. So definitely make a stop. Plus there's, as you come down here, there are some restrooms. So if you're looking to go to the restroom, and also too, when you get off the freeway, there's a visitor center. Definitely make sure you stop at the visitor center. And
They have a train museum, don't they?
I think they do.
Yeah.
Well, they have the train. They have the Georgetown Loop, which is going to be a whole different video. But Georgetown is this great town, and we're going to actually go up to Silver Plume, which is a living, basically a living ghost town, and we're going to actually go check that out. But that's going to be a different video. So
Let's do it.
So that was fantastic. It was so neat to see their dynamics and their, their behavior, and how you could tell when they were about ready to butt heads. They just got the certain stance and the certain behavior, like they would sniff each other's butts, and you knew they were about ready to go to town. And it's just the way they just kind of tilt their heads and or they look at you this way.
Get all crazy-eyed.
They go crazy-eyed. I mean, that was amazing. I'm so glad that we came up here. We have been trying to catch these guys forever.
Yeah, lunch with the Rams. And we're not talking about those LA sissies either. So.
But you definitely want to come up here late fall, early winter to see the Rams in action. Definitely bring a good video camera. You can get out. You want to get off the freeway at Georgetown. Again, we got off the freeway, turned right. They're always up on this north hill. Is where
just across from the lake.
Just across from the lake. It's where we always see them, and they do have a viewing area at the lake, but every time we've gone there, we've never seen them.
Plus, it's an extra 1,000 yards added on to your shot.
Exactly. You're right. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Here you can kind of really get up close, and there's other people here, but you can get behind your car to protect yourself. But they are definitely majestic, and oh my God, it was just, it was awesome. Definitely awesome. Make sure to catch all our videos on the beautiful state of Colorado. Make sure to check out the links in the description. They help support this channel. And thank you so much for coming by. You have no idea how much we appreciate it.